Matthew 6:33. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Welcome to episode 5. We left off a proposition 14. Let's give the lodging on Trent went with sleep. Our network system is continually stimulating by various inert causes. All small, all the organs secret and are active. The blood circulates turbulates the sleeper's position, presses certain lips is blood influence sensation in various ways. The stomach dilates and distance other organs with its movements. The intestine tells the placement of the hip occasion and sword position on the malt. The feet without shoes, the soles not pressed on the fork, cause a feeling of unusual warmness. Although this strengthness stimulates the entrainer system, including even the brain function, and so there are hadrins or occasions for the mind to be met and to seek the reason for this stimulation. It is the dream which think and imagines the cause for those stimulating feeling that it the agility causes the man sometimes to straps around its feet. For example, may dream up to a snake are waiting about his feet. This is first I patented that appealing accompanied by a pictorial idea. These snakes might be the cause of the feeling out I the sleeper and having that has hit the man that has hit the mind of the sleeper. But how is it that the mind of the dreamer always also grimly wise? The thing might await depth to be so careful and skeptical. Why does it seem the first hypothesis that explains and feel it is enough to believe in up what question it is enough to believe it at what for when dreaming we believe in the dream as if work reality. I think that must still draws conclusion. It is dream as monkey what dream in a waking state. Romani 1,000 years, the first cause that occurred to the mind's surface and was taken to fork this whole aspect of humanity lives on in us in our dreams for it is the basis upon which a higher reason developed and is still developing in every human being. The dreamed reason us to distance instinct of human culture and gives us a means by which to understand them better. Dream songs is so easy for us now because during manking immense periods of development we had to be towards drilled in these very forms of fanatic and cheap explanation from the first best idea. In this way, dreaming recuperation for a brain which much satisfied by the stranger diamonds mayhomes of behavior culture. A reality occurred with our at work awake can be viewed as vehicle schemes and antechamber to the dream if we close our eyes. The brain processes a multitude of impressions of light and color, probably as a kind of postulum and echo to all those effects on light which penetrate it by day. Now, however, our reason it lead with imagination immediately where to displays of color formulas themselves into definite figures, formed landscapes, moved clothes. What again the actual processes is a kind of conclusion from the effect to the cause as the mind inquired about the origin of dislike impressions and color. It's as on those figures shakes to be because they seem to be the occasion or to do is color and lies because the mind is used to find it an occasion cause for every color and every like impression it received by day with eyes open. Here then the imagination gets pushing images upon the mind who would use it in the dark production, the visual impression of the day, and this is precisely what dream imagination does. That is the supposed cause is derived from the effect and imagines after the event. All this with an extraordinary expense so of which as conqueror had meant king can confuse and situation can appear to be asynchronous or even reverse sequence we can infer from these processes how late a more logical seeking a rigorous application at cause and effect developed now are function of reason and intellectual read bow intently to those primary forms of leadership, and we live more or less have our lives in this day. The poet to the artists attributed yet his mood and stains to causes that are in no way the true words. To this extent, he reminds us how holder mankind and can help us to understand it. Resonance. Resonance. All intents move bring with them resonance on related feeling and modes. They say to stir her memory, something something in us remember at and we got our own similar things and their origins. Thus, habitual rapid association of feelings of are formed, which way they follow with learning speed and pull what another are eventually no longer felt as complacent but rather as unities. Is it what speak of moral feeling, religious feeling, religious feeling. Claro, okay. As is the way of unities, it through they are rivers with our undripped so series and tributaries. As a so often the case, the unity of the world does not guarantee the unity of the thing. No inside and outside in the work, just as apply the concept of below to infinity the space. Where they have no meaning, so philosophers in general apply the concept inside and outside to the essence and appearance of the work. They think that with that feeling man penetrates deep into this insight, approaches the arc of nature. Bodies feeling are dig only to this extent than the regularly stimulate as much imperceptibly certain complicated growth of self, which we cultivate a feeling this deep because we hoped the accompanying shock to be deep, but that itself can nevertheless be very far from to the truth, as is for example in the metaphysics of if one subtract the additive element of self from the day feeling what remains its intense feeling, which guarantees nothing and all about knowledge, and if still has as a strong belief, profoundly its own strange, now the truth of what is feeling. Appearance and the thing in itself, philosophers tend to confront life and experience what they call the work of appearance, as they would a painting that has been revealed what and for whole the painting with whip up and challenging and challenging and challenging constancy constancy the same event. They think they must interpret this event correctly in order to conclude something about the essence which provoke the painting, that is about the thinking itself, which always to be regarded as the sufficient reason for the work of appearance. Conversely, streetcar logicians, after they had rigorously established the concept of the metaphysical as the concept of that which condition and consequently unconditioned, they deny any connection between the unconditioned, the metaphysical work and the work we are familiar with, so that the thing in itself does not appear in the work of appearances, and any conclusion about the formers on the basis of the latter must be rejected. Okay. In human, all to human, 1870, and Friedrich Nietzsche marks a break with his romantic and metaphysical period. The prefaces declaration intellectual independence. He abandoned the search for transcendent truths, adopts and critical and analytic perspective on humankind. Philosophy ceases to be a source of comfort and began investigation into the origin of our belief. He addressed the free spirit, capable of doubting even everything, and for this reason he chose to afford it brief in sense anti-dogmatic. In the first afforance he examined religion, the idea of God, thus now arise and discovery but as a response to fears and uncertainty, faced with suffering and chance. Humankind imagine and will then provides meaning and stability. Religion, full sense and psycholocation rather than demonstrated function. Morality has similar origin in arises an useful custom for consistent over time in his repeated internal lives, and his practical origins in this forgetting make in securing what was functional become good in himself. The critical stand likes in remembering that values had a story. Oslo can show the notion of the soul as a stable substance and proposing instinct, a plurality of impulses and instinct. Culture does now eliminate these impulses and transforming even virtue can have instincting ring. Similarly, the idea of grains arises from affective need such as admiration and habit. Nietzsche values the scientific attitude for his critical spirit, but denies the instinct of failure knowing resumes the tools and the service of life. Finally, he criticizes the divisions between the true work and the apparent work. We embed a stable self because we fear change. Thus, the preface and aphorism 1/17, so thou morality, religion, and metaphysics are now eternal, but rather human creation, hold human. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, be confident in yourself, have faith, and please be happy. Goodbye.